Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shit. I guess we give people a little bit to get themselves situated, get themselves in here and whatnot, and we can get ready to get it popping.
Damn right. Hold up. I'm gonna put some shit on my stat real quick. Let people know real quick. I ain't think about that.
Alright. Oh man, got t-shirts and everything, man. Said he got
Damn
the
right.
merch.
Shout out. Oh, I gotta shout her out once we get started because the homie can't do.
Huh. Yeah, we gonna talk about that. I ain't know my man's at merch now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get you some of that. I feel that.
I bet.
Alright, what's up with this man's cam?
Okay, I'm getting business done.
Said what?
I'm getting shit done, bro. Getting shit done.
Oh, alright.
You know what I need to do. But your shit is already up, right?
Yes, sir. We streaming now. So we just give people a little bit of time to pull
Join
up.
the shit.
Yeah. I'll play the album in the background.
That's a good idea.
Wait. Am I gonna get copyrighted, Will? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you big time like that. Am I getting, you know what I'm saying? Am I getting straight?
Hey, if they say anything, just be like, "Hey, bro, I know him. Talk to him."
Alright, bet. Go say, man, I ain't trying to get straight. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gonna be big time and whatnot. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Wait. Am I gonna get copyrighted, Will? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you big time.
Hopefully, don't. I ain't that big yet.
Not yet.
You gonna get that, though, boy. You gonna get that. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta pull up. I got the Twitch chat pulled up on my phone as well.
Alright, that's a bet.
Where my questions at? Here we go. Now I apologize if I keep like looking downwards. I'm looking at my questions and stuff like that.
No, you good.
All good over here, my boy.
Sir. I love this new microphone, bro. I swear to God.
I was about to say something about it. I was like, "Oh yeah, it looked like you about to freestyle or something."
I mean, shit. Before the mixtape drop show. All right. Anybody in there, Jim? Besides me?
Hey, look. It don't matter if they pull up or not. We here. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be ingrained in stone. You know what I'm saying? Rest of the time,
true.
this right here will be the.
That is very true.
It's love.
I wish I had my Dreamville hat. I'd probably wear that joint if I could, but fuck it. It's outside. I ain't going back out.
That's what it is, bro. Don't even worry
Hold
about
up. So I think I got 2 of these left.
it. Anybody that's just tuning in, you hearing them songs in the background? Yeah, that's the album. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got 3 viewers. What's good, everybody?
Yup. Hey, send it out in the Discord too, bro. Let them know we live, bro.
All right, hold on.
Before I lift the curtain up, you feel me? Damn, I ain't said that in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a whole minute since we said that shit. God damn.
I like that. Before I lift the curtain up.
Let them boys know, man.
Hey, bro, that
Hey,
one
Cam.
was brutal.
Yo,
So the win today? Yeah, that one was going ballistic, bro.
Yeah.
what's up, Jim?
Hey, put that joint on your TikTok, man.
You know what? Never mind. I ain't gotta talk like that. Just seen a pair of titties on the first TikTok I seen.
Good God.
Hey man, blame.
It be
blame
like
that.
that.
It really do though. It really do.
I sit there and I don't like that shit just so it will stop popping up.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I would like to be out in public and go browse on TikTok without somebody looking over my shoulder and be like, what?
That
Yeah,
like,
boy.
yeah, this nigga
What you doing with that,
horny
boy? Thanks though, man. I like to go on Twitter and do that shit, but fuck Twitter.
That's damn
Twitter the
near
worst.
impossible.
Yeah, I was to say Twitter was the fucking worst.
I don't even have that shit on my page and it be popping up.
Hey,
Facts.
yeah, Twitter crucial. I will not get on Twitter in public. I won't.
Yeah, it's dead, bro. Ain't no
Yeah,
way.
that's fucking dead.
Like,
Hey, Jalen.
TikTok, okay, it's a little bit. I can explain a little bit. Like, you might see a girl in a bra or whatever on TikTok. Twitter, you seeing the whole thing.
Huh? It's just like you on the hub or some shit. Wait, Twitter be going, bro. They be going crazy. How much time we gonna leave this on, boys, before we go ahead and get this joint jumping? See, we got 4 people up in this jump.
Yes, sir.
Hello to the people. Hello to the people.
Dang.
See, should I straight before I start that jump? Who was that?
They playing Smash up in the.
What was that?
Oh shit! He said they playing Smash. Tell him I come through and beat everybody, bro. Don't play, man.
I gotta let him know.
Yo, come through and dog everybody, bro.
Well, I thought you threw your voice for a second, bro, because that sounded dead like you, bro.
He was sitting there cheesing the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. I got confused, man. I was like, wait a minute, bro. What the fuck?
Not only can you rap, but he a magician. Good God.
I mean, you know, I got that. No, let me chill.
Where the fuck is y'all names at on TikTok? Shit. Here we go.
Lord knows I don't know.
Yeah, your ass needs to be on this bitch more, bro.
I just don't. I don't know how to navigate TikTok yet, man. I'm new to that.
Bro, you have me and Rayshawn.
This is true. This is true. I'm gonna start uploading. Don't worry. Eventually, I'm gonna get it. Bro, we're gonna have to post some snippets of this joint on TikTok.
I'm with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
TikTok talk down on people who was on TikTok. I got on that John one day, and it was a raps. I said, yeah.
That was me for the longest, man. I was like, bro, I'm not doing it, bro. All it is a bunch of little kids, but then it's like, you can't deny the numbers. You just can't deny the numbers, bro.
Not anymore, you can't.
And it'd be like, I have to force myself to get off because it'd be late at night, and I'm like,
yes.
It's like...
It's like fucking 1 a.m, bro. What the fuck am I still doing up on this shit?
This shit ridiculous,
Should
man.
be ridiculous. Man, it's still crazy to me how... Jalen, it's still crazy to me how the fuck we done gained, like, what, over, like, 200,000 probably views on this shit since we started, like, doing this shit together.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is
crazy.
y'all
can't stop. It's funny as hell.
Hey, much appreciated, my boy. Hey, look, I see we got 5 viewers in this joint, man. All
Let's
I'm
get it.
saying is, what time is it? What y'all trying to do, man?
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
Cam, you already know the drill. Count it down. You know when to lift
Yes,
the
sir. Let's give it at 3, 2, 1. And are we live? I can't actually tell because your shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Holy shit, this is bringing back flashbacks, bro. Holy shit. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Cameron, aka Camdog, and I was about to say we back with another episode. Oh shit. God damn.
Look, man. Oh, yo, what to know, man? What we doing here, bro? Look, that's Camdog. You know what I'm saying? He got to get the podcast out of his mindset. You know, it's been a minute, but we back at it. Tight shit. This ain't the podcast, but you know we on that level, and you know me because you on my channel, Big Bank. You feel me? Ayo, Big Bank. Follow me everywhere. But this not what the fuck we here for. Is for either of us. We are talking about this Northern Neck soon to be legend, boy. I'm telling you, album of the year, and I'm not saying that just to say it. It's in my standard last 2 years album of the year for me, man. But we got Will motherfucking Mo, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right,
go ahead and introduce yourself, man. You know, tell the people what's up with you, man.
Yeah. So my name's Will Mo. I'm based out of Northern Neck. You know, and I'm trying to get this music shit popping. I'm going to get this music shit popping. Like,
sir.
Just wait. Yeah, damn. It's fun. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's great to have you, bro.
So,
I'm happy you came to us with this opportunity.
Hell yeah, man. So, you know, you just dropped the album. If you knew me, you don't know me. And I want to start this off by asking, man, like, what made you want to create this project in particular and, like, put the amount of details that you put into it? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, so that's a good question. To be honest with you, the project wasn't even supposed to be like this. I was actually going to do indie rock / rock type album, you know, just because I love yelling on tracks. Like I love when I can push my vocals to the limit. And then I went through some shit, and I was like, dude, this album was my therapy for real. I would just talk about the shit I was going through. I was just like, hey yo, you know, I'm gonna just put this down, and then I was just like, how can I make this album really be like? How can I make allow listeners to really see who I am? And so I was like, bruh, I'm gonna talk about me, what I'm going through right now, which was in 2021. But then I also was like, I want to do an album where when I perform it live, it will be very easy to perform it live with like all instruments like guitar, drums, and stuff like that. I wanted to be able to perform it in a jazz setting. Um, yeah, and then I really wanted to do more layering of vocals so you can hear a whole lot of harmonization within the album.
Definitely can hear that. Definitely, because even with the first song on the project, I'm sorry, like you definitely hear it right there, and then on your verse especially, and even with your chorus as well. So like, you just said like you didn't have the idea or the intentions to have like this much detail into this project, right? So then, like, at what point did it become like, yo, I'm gonna need to do this way? You know what I'm
saying? Damn, it's hard to pinpoint it. I would say it had to be like October of last year, because I was like, bro, I want to release this album. How can I make this album really impactful and really special to me, for the people around me and stuff like that? And I was just like, already some of those songs were already written, so it was just like, I shouldn't let these go to waste. Plus, they're relatable. I'm pretty sure everybody's had that heartbreak or like, you know, been through the shit I was talking about. I'm like, fuck it. You know, I'm gonna tell you about my life. I'm gonna become vulnerable. I'm gonna show you I ain't a perfect person. I go through shit. Like, I go through some hard times. But I'm gonna also show you how resilient I am. Like, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna keep pushing. And I felt like that's what this album embodied, is just that resilience. Like, okay, like I see your imperfections. I see that you're a very emotional person, but that's not gonna stop you from going after what you want still.
You see, I like that. Because, like, a lot of people can go through this. You know, we take a lot of things from music, and there's going to be other people going through the same things, bro. That this could really help them out, just hearing these messages. So, like, break it down to me, man. The way you structured the album, like, the order of the songs, I love it. It makes sense. How did you decide on the process of where you're going to order everything?
So, I just basically, and I'm sorry, at the end I said I started in July. So basically I went through all my emotions from July all the way up to December. So I was just like, okay, July, how was I feeling? I was feeling very unemotionally available, and like, I'm sorry, it's basically me just telling people during that time, like, or females during that time, like, don't even try to talk to me. I'm going to be no good for you. I'm a toxic person right now. Still in love with my old girl. Like, hey, leave me the fuck alone. Like, that's it. And then that's when it goes into me, been a while, where then I'm talking about my old girl, like, okay, like, it's been a while since we last spoke, and stuff like that, basically saying, I still love you. I know you probably hate me, though, but I still love you. Then it goes into Miss You, where it's kind of just like, okay, you know, maybe she'll call. I'm not the type of person to call, because if she's trying to heal from me, I don't want to be the one that stops her healing, and stuff like that. So, and that's that one.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
And so in Miss You, it's kind of like, oh, my cry, like, oh, I miss you, like, whatever. And then that's when I get into, at the end of that, it gets into Don't Tell My Friends. Because now it's like, I'm starting to drink a little bit more. When I'm drinking, them demons on the side, like, hey, bro, hey, you should text her. You should call her. You should do that.
The layers in this fucking album, bro. Holy.
Yeah, and then it goes into SOS. That's basically my cry out to God, like, hey, God, I understand my toxic habits right now. Please help me.
For anyone wondering what that is, it's the song currently playing in the background. That's the SOS. You're listening to it now.
Yes, sir. And then, damn, I feel like I'm about to go through the whole track list.
Hey, man, it's all good.
Ain't
So
nothing wrong with it, man. It's your baby.
then we go into Love Yourself, which is basically like, okay, I went home for a little bit, and it's just like, hey, look, okay, you might still have these feelings for her, but you just really need to take care of yourself right now. Like, nobody gonna love you more than you love yourself. You understand?
Facts.
Like,
Right.
how can you expect somebody else to love you to top degree if you don't even love yourself to that top degree? So that's basically me just saying, hey, chill out, love myself. And then that's when it goes into Closer, Quota of a Man. And really those two were just kind of like, Closer was like, all right, I'm taking my mind off of the relationship thing. What the hell's going on in the world? Police brutality, blacks against whites. That's what's going on in media, because media wants to promote like separation, and I'm not for that shit. So that's me talking about that. Quota of a Man is basically, I love Quota of a Man because it's, how do I want to describe this? It was basically me just saying like, bruh, at night I cry. Like, I cry all the time. Do I care? Do I care if y'all think that's not right of a man to be crying? Nope, because crying helps me, and I think more men should cry when they need to.
Mm-hmm.
Talk.
Yeah, and then basically Run Them Down Interlude. That was a fun song. I just wanted people to take a break from the real shit going on. I was just like, it was still real shit in that song. Like, everything I said in that song was truthful, but it was just like, all right, let me take a break. And we go into the note from Papa, which that's talking about my grandma, which that was a beautiful time. Then Nursery and Feeling You, you would have thought after hearing those that maybe I would have found some love or something. I didn't. I blame those songs on wine. I was drinking and I was just like, bruh, I could really use some cuddles right now. Nursery nasty. Look, I'm gonna tell you, this bottle of wine I've had for a brick. I don't open that.
The man brought the bottle of wine out.
Wine brings out a different side of me. And so then we go into Ecstasy, which I did that right before I submitted the album. I was actually in the bathroom taking a shit, and I was like, bro, this shit hard. And I got my boys Hugh and Josh on that shit, and I was like, bad. Like, it's also talking about my life. Like, yeah, my life's a roller coaster, but it's beautiful because I'm growing throughout it all. Then you go into the next track where I'm talking about, my mama and my mom, basically saying how those are the most important women in my life and I love them. And then, of course, If You Knew Me, You Don't Know Me is the last track. And yeah, that's like, oh yeah, he on his king shit, bro. He on his king shit.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
He went through the entire album and described it with such passion with that, bro. I fuck with that, bro. I fuck with that heavy, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So then, Jalen, right, or Big Bing, he pointed out times in the albums, specifically on tracks like Closer and then If You Knew Me, You Don't Know Me, where you sounded like Cole, right? So my question is J. Cole like one of your biggest influences when it comes to doing music and stuff like that?
Damn right. Cole, all of Dreamville and like Kendrick and shit like that. Like, it's like you can't beat that type of music. Like, they are spitting real shit. But like, I also, and this is gonna sound real weird because it's a whole different genre, but I also draw inspiration from like people like John Mayer and like country music, because they are very good at storytelling.
Well, you did a country EP, so it makes sense.
So I love storytelling in my music because it's like, I feel like people can relate to it more. It's easy to grab onto because it's like, okay, it's a nice little story. And Cole's really famous for telling stories and shit.
Yes, sir.
Facts. So let me ask you this then. Do you feel like your music, is it more so like you're trying to tell a story most of the times, or you're just trying to like have fun? Like, where do you think as you progress in your career, where do you think you're probably going to head more towards? Like storytelling? Or do you think like, just putting out music that people want to hear?
Both. I feel like you take Wet Dreams. J. Cole told you a story, but you had fun listening to it.
This is true.
That is very true. That is fucking true.
My goal is to make some good ass music, like especially more brighter music in the future, but still tell a story. But it's like, it's something you can vibe to. It's like, okay, this cool. I like this. Like it don't.
Yeah.
The story doesn't always be like depressing. I should say.
I respect that because like I think that's why a lot of times like artists like they could still tell like a really dope ass story even though like you know they could still tell a really dope story despite what the beat might sound like. So say with like Andre 3000, right, with Hey Ya, if you listen back to that song, if you listen to the lyrics, it's depressing, but the song is so uplifting, so it's like you get confused with it. So, do you think like? Let me ask you something. Do you think your penmanship could ever reach to something like that? Do you think you could never do something like that?
Like get to the point of like Andre and Outkast and all them?
To be able to write a song like Hey Ya.
Oh, most def. Because the thing with me, I'm always in challenge with myself. Like I released this album, automatically I've already written 3 more songs that's totally different from the album. It's so bad. Like it's like there's 2 me. Like it's that like and they're fighting each other. It's like, all right, I bet you I can do better than that. I bet you I can do better than that. So I had to let myself like, okay, how can I go to the next level?
Okay, I fuck with that. Jill, you got anything, man?
Yeah, man. Shoot, talk to me. Like, there's a couple songs on the album that really, they really kind of hit for me, right? Talk to me, like the mind space of when you were doing the "If You Knew Me, You Don't Know Me." You said you just want to go in there and you want to talk your shit, man. You talk your shit, but like, are you sending? What message are you trying to send to people, man?
The message I sent in that song is, I'm done sleeping on myself. I'm done sleeping on myself. But I feel like in the past I was sleeping on myself. In that song, I basically it's no cocky shit, but it's just I know my worth. It's like I'm going to be the shit. Like the King of 804, I'm gonna hold that title. Like I want to hold the King of VA title. Like I'm gonna keep going up, and you can't stop me unless you kill me. You ain't gonna stop me.
I can respect that for sure.
Yeah, I definitely.
You gotta have that type of mentality when going into something like this, man. You gotta be your number one biggest fan and shit. And you have that in you, bro, to do this. For real. This album, this project really showed me that. Like, this is a man that means what he says, bro. Y'all be sleeping. He waking you the fuck up. Y'all gonna have to wake up one way or the motherfucking other, man.
Facts.
Hey, look. For them people that sleeping, nah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep sleeping. You gonna see my dreams, though. While you sleeping, you gonna see my dreams.
Nah, y'all need to wake the fuck up, bro. Fuck that, bro. Y'all need to give this man their attention now, bro. Cause you put, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, this is like easily, like, out of all the albums and stuff like that that's dropped in, like, let's say the past 6 months, this has got to be number 1. Has to be. I don't think, because, like, seriously, man, like, especially being an artist from the Northern Neck, and you know you still small and everything like that for right now. You're gonna grow and shit. It just the fact that you put so much detail into what you've done, and like you just went through your whole entire album with us. That amount of like details and that amount of work that you put in definitely set the bar. Like it was like, yo, dudes from the Northern Neck gonna have to step their fucking game up, because if not, then you gonna be fucking gone and we gonna still be back here in this motherfucker. So
yeah,
and then go ahead.
And that's really what I want. Like, I want this album to be that motivation for them. Like, oh, I need to step the fuck up. Because I'm the type of person, too, that I want to see other people succeed. Like, I'm not all about me. Like, that Northern Neck is our home. That's what I call home. I want other people out of there to grow and be big. Like, what the hell? What is life like at the top by yourself? You want multiple people at the top.
Facts. So then let me ask you something, man. Like, do you see yourself as being the best artist around the out from the Northern Neck right now?
Nope.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Like
That's
that.
the correct answer
I
right
like
there.
that. I like that,
Yeah,
man.
Correct answer.
Fuck with that.
You have to feel that way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You
nobody.
feel that way.
Really, right now, nobody's touching me.
Facts.
I like
You know,
that.
honestly, guy, I can definitely agree with that, because out of everybody around here right now, ain't nobody pulling some shit off like that, bro. Ain't nobody pulling that off like that.
I mean, who's making music like that though? You got him and you got Lingo or Trap Kobe. I think that's you got like Chronic and stuff down in ATL now. But other than that, who's really doing anything? Who's making these types of moves, man?
Nobody. And the bad part is we have so much talent down there, but the people don't want to invest in themselves.
Yeah,
Very true.
very true. You
So
know,
what-
it's crazy.
Hold on, let me
Go ahead,
ask
Jim.
this real quick. So, where did you find that confidence, or where did you get the mindset of, oh yeah, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to be this person to make this great music and try to be the best ever. Where did you get that mentality compared to the other people that sadly just don't have that?
Well, it was kind of one of these things like I'm gonna take this because my pastor said it yesterday. He said you can't tell somebody you a healthy person, but you're eating McDonald's every day. Like I can't tell people that I'm about to be that artist that blows up, but I can't invest. Like I don't invest in myself. Like it don't add up. It's like okay, are you gonna be that artist, like or not? Like if you do, you need to invest in yourself. Invest in equipment. Invest in taking the time to get to know whatever DAW. My teacher, Mr. Washington, he came in and he was just like, "Hey, you should come and be a part of our choir." And I was like, you know, second grade, I was like, "That's cool, bet." And then from then on, started from choir going all the way up to I think it was like 10th grade, and that's when I released my first track. I was being funny. It's called "Don't Eat the Booty." Don't listen to that song. It's real weird. Go ahead and listen to it and see where I was at. But yeah, and then I made that track. And it you know, people have been like, "Hey, you need to stop this shit, bro. You need to stop." But I always had people around me like that said like, "Well, you're actually really talented. Don't let that go to waste." And I was like, "Ooh, maybe you're right. I'm gonna try
Block
this
out
shit."
the haters.
And then
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so I have a really good question, and it's I'm asking this, whether it's a remix of something, a cover of a song, or an original song myself. I've always asked people, like, one of the first things I ask them is like, "Yo, any criticisms that you have for me or anything like that?" Do you also do that as well?
like want people to critique my music.
Mm-hmm. So say
Damn
like,
right.
so say like, when I released my song back in like November or so, it was called Heartaches. I think I asked Jalen like, "Yo, what do you think I could have done better?" And he told me some stuff, and I took it to heart, and I learned, and I grew, and I got better with it. I, even though I haven't showed it yet, I know I've gotten better. Even asked my boy Isaac K. He's like, "Yo, what do you think I could have done better?" And he told me some stuff, and he also told me what I should tell my boy who was on track. "Yo, this is what you should do, and this is how you get better and stuff." So that's why I'm asking that question. Is like, do you also get that advice, or do you also ask like people who listen to the project as well, those type of questions?
Yeah, and actually, I want that because you only grow in uncomfortable situations. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that their track was shit, maybe, or like, you could have did better on that. But like you said, you take that to heart, and you can either, you know,
Let that
lay in
shit
your
eat you
sorrow with it, and let it eat you up, or you can take that shit and improve. And with me, I want you to be like, oh, yeah, I really F with this track. This is good. Or if I play your track and you're like, I don't like it, be like, well, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. But I'm the type of person, if you're gonna tell me it's not it, or even if you tell me is it, tell me why it is or isn't.
That's an important part that I like, because a lot of artists, I feel like, at least with me personally, that's something I gotta know. It's like, yo, what makes this out? And I'm specifically talking about like why people think it's trash. It's because like I need to know what I need to improve on, and that's something I feel like you've definitely done over time with your work. You've improved a hell of a lot from your first album. What was it, Forest Grove? I think.
Yeah, East Forest Grove. Yep.
East Forest Grove to then the Final Days, and then to now. It's a huge difference in huge like improvement from what you was and now.
Thank you.
To know that you actually like accept criticism on all standards is great. It's refreshing to know that, because I don't think a lot of artists can really kind of like take that kind of stuff.
I get very uncomfortable if too many people give me compliments. I'm like, I know it can't be that. There's nothing's perfect.
Right. Yes, man. Yes.
So let me ask.
So
inside of your on your musical journey, right? Was there ever a moment where you doubted yourself and said, "Oh, I can't do this. I'm not going to be able to make it"? And what was that moment, and how did you get past it?
That's the crazy part. It's like, did I ever have that moment? See, the thing about music is, It's literally my soul. Like I can't go without listening to music. Like I can't go without creating music now. And it's just kind of like I don't know if I've ever had that moment. I've had the moment that where I ask myself, do I want to become as big as like Cole or Kendrick? But I haven't had a moment where I ever told myself I was going to stop because I'm not going to lie to you. Without music, I would have clocked out a long time ago. I ain't going to lie to you.
That's real.
Let me ask you this then, because like even in your worst moment of all time, you still didn't feel like at that moment like, yo, I don't know if I'm going to make it with this kind of stuff. You never felt that?
Nah. But I can
That's
think
a headstrong person right there. That's a headstrong person.
The thing with me too, I never got focused. I focused on making it. It was always just make good music. You don't need to worry about making it if the music will speak for itself. Mm-hmm. Like you just keep doing you, bro. And they're just like, that's why I took on. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Fucks with that, man. That was a really good response.
And I feel like the people who do focus on making it, that's when you see them stop. Because if they don't do it within a time frame that they think they should be made, like have made it, they stop because they're like, okay, maybe it's not it. But it's like, bro, what are you doing this for? Are you doing it because this is your passion, or are you doing it for something? If you're only focusing on making it, it sounds like you're looking at either the money, like the publicity, like something else.
So this is just truly a passion of yours, then. And this ain't nothing else.
This is him.
It's either I do this shit or else I do nothing else, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with that.
Yeah. So what was the moment that you had that you came up with that all-in mentality?
When was that moment? I have no clue when that moment it was. I also had a strong foundation behind me. Shout out my parents and my grandma and grandparents and shit like that. They always been behind me, pushing me. They been like, hey, you need to go do this, do it, do your thing. And so if you have a strong foundation, it's hard for you to fall.
Very true.
Facts. That is fucking facts. So then, okay, I have another question. I mean, so you had a track. Well, that track that you was talking to you said your grandfather, right?
Oh yeah.
So
note from
yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, like, you want to go into a little more detail as to what made you have that conversation? Like, I know you went into detail about it, like when you was going through your albums, but a little bit more. Because like when I was hearing that on the album, like my first time listening to it, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, for me personally, I gotta listen to an album like maybe 2 or 3 times in order to get the story down or what you're trying to go across. So when I heard it the first time, I was like, why did he put this on there? And I heard it the second time, I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand it more, but I still want to know. I still want to understand as to why.
Mm-hmm. I was just showing you my roots. That I feel like that just solidified how caring and genuine I am. Like you heard him talking about like that shit was just beautiful. I mean, shout out my mama, she ain't here with us, but like we all loved her dearly. Like you can hear him talking about it. Like it just, I put that in there just to show people like my caring side came from the ones before me. Like I had great men in my life showing me how to love people. Like they weren't always perfect. Like I said, the biggest thing I try to put out there, I am not perfect. I will fuck up because I am human. But I will always try to fix my mistakes, and I will always try to like go back to those before me who've already been through the shit I'm going through right now. Like, okay, Papa, when you were going through this with Mama, like, oh, how did you do this? He's like, well, love ain't easy and stuff like that. Then I'll make my way down the vine. Dad, how are you and Mom going through this? And it's just like our family is just very loving. Since the album is for my grandmother. She died on the 27th of February, and I wanted to dedicate the whole album towards her. I felt like that track was needed.
She died. Forgive me for asking. She died February 20th of last year. You mean?
27th.
Setting
of 2017.
2017. All right.
Mm-hmm.
and sorry for your loss, man. Like I know that's tough for sure.
Yeah, and I always tell people that I love her, and that was the first time I had to realize that. Damn, grieving doesn't have a time frame. Like I'm now like comfortable with talking about her and stuff like that, but it took me a long time to go through that.
Understandable, man, because that's some crazy. It's hard losing a family member and then to just grieve about it and stuff. It's hard, man. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure everybody will know that.
So what's the most important lesson you learned from her?
Good question.
Love unconditionally. You know, there's a lot of people, although they try to say they do love unconditionally, they don't. Like I had to talk the other day with some people, and they were just like, "Oh, but what if the person that you're loving, what if they turn into a whole different person?" I'm like, "You still didn't love them unconditionally, because the reason you love them was based on conditions that they stay the way they are. But knowing that people are going to change throughout their life, I mean, if that's the case, then we should have stopped loving Moses, because Moses killed people, people at his beginning. But we always hear the story about what he did at the end, and it's like, and we love that him. So it's just like, I don't care who you are. If I tell you I love you, I genuinely mean that. And I don't care what you do in life. I'm gonna always tell you I love you, because love is a powerful word. It's a powerful word, just like hate. They run parallel to each other.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man. God damn, bro. I like how you worded that, bro. I really do. Because man, it's not enough love that I feel like people can show that's genuine, man. It really ain't.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Jim.
I was gonna ask. So, Will, tell me, which song on the album is your favorite, and then which song means the most to you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good
one. That's a good question, bro. That's a real good question. I want to know this.
Dang.
It's like choosing between your children, bro.
I ponder on this question so much, but it's hard for me to love a single track because all of it's about me. So it's just like, what period of my life do I love the most? But then I have to break it down to, okay, F what I'm talking about. Which one did you have fun making?
There you go.
And then I come down to I'm Sorry and Ecstasy. I was both of those were great sessions of recording with the boys. Cam was there for I'm Sorry too. Like those were surreal. Those were surreal moments for me, and it was just like, dang, this feels so special to me. Like,
bro,
that's what
I remember. Bro, I remember when you showed us I'm Sorry during that session, and we all lost our fucking minds when we heard that fucking chorus, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Look, well, I mean this with all my fucking heart, bro. Your chorus game is probably a fucking one, bro. Not probably. It is a fucking one, bro. Because that shit's so good, bro. I would legitimately be at work sometimes. I'm like, bro, I gotta hear that chorus again, even if it's just a small snippet that I have. I gotta hear that shit again, bro. That shit was so fucking good, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I appreciate it. But then the song that means the most to me, y'all gonna hate me for this because it ain't even a song.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
It's a mother's love.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that because I was literally crying while I was recording.
Yep.
And I feel like that I was really vulnerable during that time. You know, the tracks, I'm sitting there recording, I can punch in and punch out and stuff like that. That whole thing was one take, and I was really just letting my heart speak.
Man, I gotta ask you, bro, like, so, you know, most men ain't as comfortable doing that, man. Like, you heard it inside of it. Like, you broke down. Where did you get to that? How did you get to that comfortability level to just, you know, let people hear you in that form? Because most men wouldn't.
Good question.
Shout out my grandma again. Her passing, I try to bottle that shit up so much, but then it was eating me. It like, as I was trying to bottle it up, I was like, bro, I'm not feeling good. And it just became a point where I just broke, and I was just like, oh my God. But then when I did break out afterwards, I was like, damn, that felt good. Like, hey, Did anybody else feel that? Like, I was like, and then I was like, okay. Tomorrow night, I called my emotions. I was like, hey, tomorrow night we're gonna do the same thing, all right?
Huh.
I'm gonna come back into my dorm room, and I'm gonna cry, right? I'm gonna just cry, and yeah. So that's when I found it, and I was just like, bruh, what's wrong with being vulnerable with the world? You know, there's a lot of people feel like if you become vulnerable with the world, people can use that to attack you. They can only attack you if you let them attack you with it. Because I'm just like, if I let you know, it's because I wanted you to know.
Jesus Christ, your fucking answers is on point, bro.
That's how I am,
bro.
I was gonna say, Cam, it's not just answers, bro. He's telling us him, bro. You heard it inside of the album. Like, why would it not resonate in real life?
That's true.
He's the same person on the album and not. You gotta respect that. A lot of artists ain't.
Yeah, man.
And that's my favorite type of music, man. Like, when the artist is just genuinely 100% themselves, man. You know, like, we live inside this generation now where, like, people don't want to hear this type of music, or